the physical copy of Super Smash Brothers Melee, and I was able to read the booklet and learn all the moves before I even played the game. And I was so good at the stuff. My boy Greg, bro, before he had a Xbox 360, he had Mass Effect, or he had like a copy of Mass Effect, and he would just read the booklet all the time. He would just nerd out on that shit. That's crazy, bro. That's not a thing anymore. That's not a thing anymore. Those booklets, those used to be, those used to matter. I remember even when I used to get Eminem CDs or Slim Shady CDs, his lyrics would be in the booklet. I'm a person who I used to cut out album covers and stick them on my wall. Album covers or like maps or like anything that I used to love, like Kingdom Hearts posters, GTA posters, or whatever. I used to take them and like put them on my wall when I was a kid. So seeing this is just crazy, bro. But yeah, this article says, so in response to the shifting trends in consumer preferences, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and retail in digital format only. And this is from the official PlayStation blog. It's been a crazy week in gaming, man. After the Xbox news and them shutting down a lot of studios and major layoffs coming, and them shutting down potentially going to shut down one of my favorite studios with Undead Labs, who make the State of Decay games, where it's some college, some college essentials for me, especially. It got me through college, man. State of Decay, I put a lot of hours into that. One and two. So just seeing that, it's crazy. It's crazy. They're shutting down that studio, laying those people off. Man, it's crazy. And what I was looking at earlier this week is that the gaming industry is just going to keep rising up in prices, and a lot of people might, after these layoffs, they might just leave the industry. So we aren't going to have any of these talented people around here who work on these games that we love. And if they're just going to keep increasing the price of things, and people are going to just get not bought out, but just priced out of just keeping this hobby, because gaming is becoming like a luxury expense. It's too much. So $900 systems, and it's crazy, man. Also, just this morning, after the news that Grand Theft Auto isn't going to be a physical release, you're going to buy a digital code basically, so you can type it in on your PlayStation or Xbox and just download it that way, instead of having it a physical release where you actually own the game and you can do whatever you want to with it with the disc after you buy it. PlayStation announced, or Sony announced, I don't want to say PlayStation, they tweeted out, I don't even want to show the tweet because I'm just so pissed, but they tweeted out that they're going to cease production on the disc format in January 2028. So that gives a lot of credence to what a lot of people were saying, that the PS6 is going to be just straight digital. It's just going to be a straight digital thing. When I bought my PS5, I got it as a disc drive. I had my Xbox Series S as a digital thing because I needed the cheaper thing at the moment. But I made sure to get a disc drive with my PlayStation. And to be fair, I do buy digital games. But if I like a product or a game, if I like it enough, I will buy the physical for it. Or if I want to get the cheaper one, the version for it, and don't want to buy it digital or wait for a sale, I might get a digital copy of the game. But all that is about to stop. That should be. I feel like owning a physical copy of something is an essential part of gaming. Having like remember like open up game cases and you got the booklet with it, and the booklet came with a map, and it may come with stickers. All that is done, or you have to pay extra for that now. Or you have to pay extra for that, or look on like a merch store or whatever. That used to come with the game. I remember opening up Grand Theft Auto games, and one thing that people used to get, it was very, very cool, man. It was very cool, is that used to get the map of the city with the stuff, and you could place the map on Like you could stick the map on anything. And I remember in school, people used to put the map on, like the San Andreas map, on their locker. I thought that shit was the coolest thing ever. When I was before I had a GameCube, I don't know how I got the physical copy of Super Smash Brothers Melee, and I was able to read the booklet and learn all the moves before I even played the game. And I was so good at the stuff. My boy Greg, bro, before he had a Xbox 360, he had Mass Effect, or he had like a copy of Mass Effect, and he would just read the booklet all the time. He would just nerd out on that shit. That's crazy, bro. That's not a thing anymore. That's not a thing anymore. Those booklets, those used to matter. I remember even when I used to get Eminem CDs or Slim Shady CDs, his lyrics would be in the booklet. I'm a person who I used to cut out album covers and stick them on my wall. Album covers or like maps or like anything that I used to love, like Kingdom Hearts posters, GTA posters, or whatever. I used to take them and like put them on my wall when I was a kid. So seeing this is just crazy, bro. But yeah, this article says, so in response to the shifting trends and consumer preferences, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and retail in digital format only. And this is from the official PlayStation blog. As consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical disc to digital, physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January 2028. Which is crazy, bro. I never thought I would be able to see a world where everything is just digital now. We're really going into this. I don't know. I'm just so uncertain about where we're headed. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retail in digital formats only. This transition has no impact on games that are already released and will be releasing prior to January 2028 in this format. Well, the biggest game that's coming out, Grand Theft Auto 6, isn't releasing in digital format at all anyway. So that's just crazy. Like, even though I have a beef with GameStop, people still had like if you buy a game or you buy a product, you still have the right to go and trade that in or get something for that. That was a big thing when I was like a teenager. Like I wouldn't do it personally, but my friends would would beat a lot of games and like just go trade them in. That was just like a part of gaming, bro. And I saw something, bro. Well, I got a couple tweets right here. I saved a couple tweets. So this is from Down the Bomb, and it says, "Let's sum up things up recently at PlayStation." So you got the increased PS5 prices. Yeah, them prices were crazy. They went from like $500 to $600 to damn near $700 to $900 PlayStation Pros. Ooh. Removed over 500 games and TV shows from the PlayStation Store. I'm glad I never bought nothing from the PlayStation Store, bro, because if I like I just said, if I really like something, rather it be physical media, I will end up buying it. My dumbass, I bought it digitally, so it was. I was saying like the No Way Home thing that I bought digitally on the Xbox Store, and now it's just gone. I don't know where it's at. I have to buy the Steelbook for Sinners instead of buying it digitally. I have it digitally, but they can just take that off if they want to. They still want to focus on live service games after a generation have failed them with them. After they had a whole generation of failures with them, like Concord, like I know they bought Bungie for $3.3 billion, and they wanted them to make a live service game, and Verifone came out and Verifone hasn't been doing good. It has not been doing good, and Concord already failed. So I think the live service people want to play their live service games or the live service games that they like. They don't want to just try these. Gamers don't know what they want, bro. It's proven that we love live service games. I'm gonna just say we because I'm a gamer too. We love live service games, whether it be Fortnite, 2K, Call of Duty, Roblox. We love live service games. So all that people that saying, yo, we don't like live service games, we don't want live service games, bro, we got the numbers on y'all. Y'all like them live service games, but y'all like particular live service games or the live service game that's been here. So I don't understand why Sony keeps trying to push, or PlayStation keeps trying to push these live service games on people who don't want it, or it's the live service games that the certain things that they don't want. Crazy. They closed Bluepoint. Bluepoint was a studio that was, I know they're famous for making the Demon Souls remake, and the Demon Souls remake was I even tried it, and man, I liked it. I really liked it. So them closing studios down. Xbox done the same. They closed a lot of studios down, but they spent a lot of money on, PlayStation spent a lot of money on Bungie, or acquiring Bungie and doing these live service games that we risking these single player studios, or these studios that break these highly acclaimed remake games and finally stop disc production in January 2028. And no, it's and this is why I always say, bro, I'm never on the corporation side. So all these people saying, yo, buy GTA at $100 or buy this shows the incentive that people are willing to get rid of disc production. We don't care about disc production, and that sentiment is not, I don't want that sentiment there, because rather I'm buying games digitally, I still want the option to buy games physically or to sell something physically, bro. That's what gaming is. That's what I feel like gaming is. Gaming is hardware. Gaming is owning some physical media. Gaming is physical media. I know you're trying to move away from digital stuff and trying to move into the rather it be more just convenient for you to buy a game laying on your bed at 12 o'clock at night instead of going to the store at midnight release. But it's something that comes with that physical, with owning that physical media and like going to midnight releases. It's a whole different part of gaming. It's like you cutting gaming in half, bro. Doing that, trying to follow a spreadsheet in the numbers, and we spend $10 million, or we spend such and such million in this format of this production. Maybe we should cease that. But y'all making billions of dollars from these other patches of games, bro. Is it really hurting y'all pockets to make digital format or games digitally? Is it really hurting y'all pockets? Y'all bringing in $1 million from PlayStation 4 shark cards, or y'all bringing in $1 million from PlayStation GTA 5 owners, bro? Like, so is it really that much to make a gaming on a disc? And Xbox, I'm on your ass too, bro. I'm on your ass too. Because earlier this week, man, after the Xbox has had a horrible month, man. I thought Asha was doing her thing. I thought Asha Sherman was like somebody that we should look forward to. You know, she said that we're gonna cut the prices of Game Pass. We're gonna cut the price of Game Pass. We're gonna try to bring the identity back to Xbox. And it was like, yeah, I'm with that. She showed the game that she played. She said her favorite games. People was like, okay, we like you, Sasha. But two things happened. Or three major things. They announced the closure of Double Fine Studios, Compulsion Games, and Ninja Theory. Those games, Double Fine, I believe, makes the Psychonauts games. Compulsion Games makes the South of Midnight, and Ninja Theory works on the Hellblade games. And it's crazy because at the Xbox Showcase, they showed a new game in the Hellblade franchise. But they didn't come out and say, well, we're looking for somebody to buy the studio. But they let them go out there and say, we got another game coming. Kind of weird, but whatever. Why would y'all do that? So then, a couple of days ago, there was announced that some layoffs are happening, or some major layoffs are happening at Xbox. And I'm telling that Call of Duty, that Activision Blizzard purchase, it hurt more than it helped, because niggas they walked it back on the Call of Duty thing. Like, yeah, so in the next year, the next Call of Duty is not gonna be on Game Pass. So what was the point of buying Call of Duty? I think they just did that to rub it in the PlayStation face or get on PlayStation nerves or whatever. Like, yeah, see, we got Call of Duty, the biggest thing. But like, Call of Duty isn't the only game that people are playing, and also Call of Duty has been on the decline in the past like 3 years. So why are you buying that? I did nothing with Activision or Blizzard. It's so many IPs like Spiral, Crash, Tony Hawk. It's so much stuff under there that y'all could do that they didn't do anything with. They did it to buy Call of Duty. And lastly, the thing that hurt me the most is Xbox is thinking about shutting down Undead Labs. And if you don't know what Undead Labs is, it's the studio that makes State of Decay. And State of Decay 3 is nearly finished. And the thing that they're hearing is that, oh yeah, the studio might get shut down. Bro, I'm in a State of Decay 3 Discord for the alpha test, waiting right now. We all was in there like, yo, what's going on? We might have to pitch in and try to save the studio or something, bro. What is going on at Xbox? And then they did a price hike. That was another thing. They did a $200 price hike or some crazy price hike. I'm gonna put it on screen. Some crazy price hike that they did. People already are not buying Xbox games. So take care of y'all systems, bro. But yeah. Amid reports that Microsoft is planning massive layoffs in the Xbox gaming division. First-party studios like Double Fine, Propulsion Games, and Ninja Theory have been rumored to be in talks to avoid total closure. Now, God, it's hurt me to say, State of Decay developer Undead Labs is said to be facing the same fate if a potential buyer cannot be found. Oh my God, bro. If this got to go over to PlayStation for them, I don't even know, bro, because PlayStation, they shutting down studios too. According to Game Beats and Windows Central, Undead Labs is one of the studio if the studio that Microsoft may unload following the end of its current year on. Damn, bro. What makes this move so surprising is that Undead Labs State of Decay 3 has been given a promotional push by Xbox, including a new trailer. That was a thing. And what is going on? Like, during the showcase, they showed State of Decay 3. And then less than a month later, they said, oh, we might close the studios. What's the point? What is the point? It's nearly finished. What kind of morale is that to have at the office to say, oh, yo, we might be shutting down, but we need you to finish the game, though? What? I'm gonna have a job at the end of the year. Okay, they offered clarification about the studio reported to be on Microsoft chopping block. Schneider did not confirm Undead Labs to be among them, but he stated that it's possible, even likely, that some of the studios that are lined up for closure will be spun out and taken independent again by their management, potentially saving some jobs. However, it appears that some layoffs will be inevitable. Oh my God, bro. Yeah, gaming is dying, bro. And the game quality isn't dying. It's just the gaming industry, bro. I think the gaming industry might be cooked, bro. It might be cooked. It might be over for the game industry. These new systems is gonna cost $1,000. We're stopping disc production, and a lot of studios are closing down. Yeah, the game industry might be cooked, yo.